Priyanka, and I live on a farm. It's a 5-acre farm which is in south of India in the rain shadow region of the Western Ghats. I moved from the city 5 years ago, lock, stock and barrel, because life in the city was not ecologically sustainable anymore, and I wanted to start working on the soil, on the land. And so I started this organization called Swayam. It's registered as a non-profit, and we are working with the marginal farmers in the region on reviving traditional systems of farming with agroforestry systems included. So when I first purchased this land, it was completely degraded, washed off, topsoil exposed, the worst possible soil that one can work on. If you see, this is the type of soil that we have, and we have an average annual rainfall of 400 to 500 millimeters. The soil is totally filled with stones. The topsoil is exposed, it's eroded, we're exposed to the wind and sun erosion, wind, water, sun, name it, and this is how it is. We have been picking soils. Every time you dig, we get stones. And although we have been able to regenerate some portions of the land, we have some tree systems going, we have some vegetation that is picking up, we're doing a lot of localized strategies. We haven't been greatly successful with our vegetables. Now we have been looking at various ways of reviving the system. We have the lake silt, which is the soil from the nearest lake. We have been trying to have these little sunken beds because we are exposed to the wind and the sun is harsh. And we also try and get a lot of dry leaves and debris from around here. We're making our own little compost. But despite all of that, we haven't been greatly successful in getting a robust vegetable patch going. If you look at our beds here, again we're trying different strategies here. We have some green manure that has been broadcast here. So we're trying different things, and we're working, since we're also working in a village which is of marginal farmers. There's a lot of malnutrition in the village. A lot of women, most of the women are anemic. It's obviously a consequence of poor diet. And people are really economically, on the lower strata. So affording good healthy food is so much difficult. So I've been watching your videos. I've been looking at the way you guys are farming, and it gives me great inspiration, hope and courage to say that okay, yeah, we can work on something and then create models that are replicable, that are scalable, that can build the soil, that is affordable in terms of low inputs. And these are exactly the things that we are looking at. Now, can we create a nutrition-packed vegetable gardens for our farmers who can do it within their own means, with the limited inputs that they have. We have been, if you see this one, we have a medicinal garden bed where the villagers come and pick up their medicines. I'm just showing you what is it that we have been doing over these years and where our struggles are, So we have our raised beds here, we have sunken beds, we have something like this. So primarily what we're looking at, we really need to learn. We really need to understand how we can try and take the experience from you, from your vast experience over these years, and see how we can create a robust, vibrant, ecologically and ethically and economically sustainable vegetable models. This is not just going to benefit me personally, but also the community that we're working in, the women folks that we're working with. And we certainly cannot afford the scholarship. We cannot, we want the scholarship, but we certainly cannot afford the fees. And it will be of immense benefit for us to receive this gift, to be able to learn from you guys, to take your expertise and experience, apply it here, and to not just limit the learning to myself, but also to this entire community here. We look forward to being selected and getting the scholarship. Thank you.